good. Quite windy today, actually. Ooh. It's a windy day. Hey Uthi, hey G, good afternoon. Wow, the wind is really bad. Beef, good afternoon. Bruce on YouTube, hello. Uthi on YouTube, QTube. Hey Boersbrot, guten Tag. Dude, this whole spotting spot has turned into like some kind of campground. Look how busy it is here. There's like a whole camp set up there. There's people in camp chairs down there. There's people in camp chairs down there. There's a camper here. There's a camper there. That's crazy. Overlay. Yeah, give me a minute. Good afternoon, Derek. Ship. I'm still setting up things. I did forget one modem, so we are on one connection today. So hopefully the connection stays well. I do have one big issue. Oh, it's gonna be annoying. When they build the yeah. I know, right? If I hadn't emailed, the spot probably would still be illegal to be. Honestly, I think the same amount of people would be here. Nobody cared about the traffic thing. Dude, there's still some wobble in my tripod. I wonder where that comes from. Let's just drag this one first. It might be more quiet on the river though, looking at the schedules today. No, don't tell me the thing is down. Hang on, Uthi, I'll save you. Yeah, the server was restarted yesterday. No, we'll fix it. Hang on. Let's connect to the server. I saw something very interesting earlier. That bald man was getting rubbed by his wife. He was sunscreening him up. It was a sight to behold. Let's go here. Let's go there. Yeah, let's go to the server restart. Okay, so let's go there. And we type. I need to go to the right folder. Dang it. Give me a minute. Ship overlay, and then stay here. Server, that should do it. Let's wait. Get some stuff. All right. I think the overlay should work now. Somebody wants to give it another try? The Côte d'Ivoire is going to Côte d'Ivoire. Because it was the Côte d'Ivoirian star. Look at that water going over the bulb there. That's interesting. Is it working? There it is. She was built in 1998. No overlay visible in OBS. Oh my god, hang on. Mind you, before my restart, everything was working fine. Let's go there, let's go there. Here. Why would you not? Okay, well, we'll go black for a minute because I have to check the overlay stuff. So I'll be back in a minute maybe. So stay with me. Another scuffed beginning today. the frick? The video is black? What the hell is that? Oh wait, is it what I think that it is? Did I? Oh no, there. That was weird. That was a very weird blip. I'm not sure what happened there. Hang on. Stop. There we go. That's better. Okay, we should be good now. Everything is set up. We do have the new version of the overlay on the stream, hopefully. I think there's too much tension on this cable. Hang on, let me fix that. Yeah, that's not good. So I'll loosen this up so that it can be free. Yeah, that's gonna be better. It's warm, but there's a lot of wind today, I have to say. All right, cool. Oh, that camper van ruining the shot. Hang on, chat. I'll be. Oh no, Toast. Thank you for the Prime, buddy. I'm still setting up stuff, but thank you. 59 months, that is a long time, buddy. Okay, chat, I'll be with you in a minute. I'm still trying, I want to try something new for the phone mount, so I just have to, let's see what we have. Unzip this, open up this, and then let's see. Don't have the proper connector piece yet, I'm afraid, for what I want to do. Oh, that's too bad. Ay. Well, maybe this will work. Or maybe not. Let's give it a try. So I connect this piece to this piece. No, the speaker was working, but the phone was in the car, so it was too far from the mic. And maybe the wind is blurring out the noise as well. The noise, the sub sound. Okay, so this goes there, and this goes here. Wait, can I remove that? That would be amazing if we could. So. Don't worry, chat. I'll be all yours in a minute. Oh, wait, where did the boat go? There she is. Pretty quiet on the river, though. Really quiet. Oh, no, that's just too bulky for my liking. No, we'll keep it at the old setup for now. I'll need some more time to figure that out. There's a Latvian car that just drove by, and it had a sticker on it which says send nudes. It's interesting. Lots of people are slowly leaving now. I do want to try out a new spot at some point down there. In the grass, actually. Wonder if that would be a good spot. Don't mind me, just attaching all the clamps and things to the tripod. All right, there we go. That is the final clamp. Phone goes in the mount. And then I'm all yours. I'll catch up with chat then in a minute. All right. All right, so Toast, thank you again for that Prime. Sorry you didn't hear the alert, but I did hear it in the distance. All right, sub notification covers the temperature a little bit, yeah, so take a look at that. I'll just need to lift it a bit in OBS, but it's good to know. A screenshot at your mark. Thank you for that, Beef. Let's say hi to everyone. I didn't do that yet. EG, hello. Uthi, hello. Papi, hello. Toast is here. Hello. Schneider, good afternoon. Frasgeballer. I think I can. No, I don't think you were German. Don't remember. Beef, hello. Who else did I miss? Gabe, good afternoon. Chef Dave, hello. Angvit, good to see you. Roadhog on YouTube, hello. Lekker bootjes kijken, hell yes. Bobby Fatgun, hello. Okay, I think I caught up. What's the difference? Yeah, I would say that ships are usually the bigger things. A boat is more like for leisure, exactly. Yeah, I could also say moin to Schneider. True. All right, so we're back. I didn't stream yesterday because I was surviving a theme park. I did do some boat spotting there. The results of that is in the Discord, if you're curious. But yeah, I was at a theme park for the past 2 days. But we're out by the river again. The weather is absolutely insanely good. For the time of year, it's like 23 degrees, which is very unusually warm. Tomorrow should be a bit colder again, back to 12 degrees. So that will be quite a shock. But it should be dry in the afternoon, so I hope to do at least a short stream. But I do have a strict curfew tomorrow. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I looked on the schedules today, it looked very calm, I have to be honest. Like, not much happening on the river, so we'll have to see what we can see. And yeah, that's it for the intro. Ooh, look at that. You can see it's like the current from the river and the canal merging over there. It's like separating. Oh yeah, you can. I think you can clearly see the color difference, unless the camera hides it, but there's like a clear color difference. Very interesting to see. And it also looks like over there is another zone of very turbulent water. So we'll have to see if when a small one goes through it, how it goes. You might see some bumps. You do see a dredge there in the distance. That's probably the Scheldt River again, still dredging. And let's see, further up the river. That one came by as I was setting up, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Did I see that one? No, it already was by. Hey to Awkward, hey Choco, good afternoon. Oh, that is something coming. That might be a big oil tank coming. Let's check. Yeah, that's definitely an oil tanker coming our way. Hang on, there's something wrong with my ISO settings, it looks like. Settings. No, that's good. That's also good. Okay, now it's good. The settings. Okay, now we're good. Yep, that's better. If I look further down, not much. As predicted, very quiet day. Except there's more action next to the water than on the water. As you can see, there's a whole campground here now. Somebody came with their truck camper. There's also a camper van over there that was there yesterday as well. The people with camper vans really make me nervous because they're gonna fuck it up for everyone. At some point the city council will be like, there's too many camper vans free roaming there. We don't like that. No more access to the spot. Hey Jerome, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you're from. So the Regenborg in this is the big one? Could be, I haven't checked radar yet. Let me check the radar. I only have one phone today, so I forgot the second one, so it might be a bit iffy. Let's see what we can see on radar. So indeed, the big one will be the... wait, that's not a Wagenborg ship, that's two big, I think. It might actually be. No, there's no way. But there's no other ship, so it has to be. How big is the rig? 170 meters. Yeah, that might be her. Regeborg. At Walsoorden, I see the MSC Marta. So it's a container ship coming our way. If I look further up the river towards Antwerp, literally nothing all the way to Antwerp. Yeah, it's gonna be very quiet today, isn't it? Then going to the entrance of the river, we have the Corsica. Ooh, it's an interesting ship, general cargo ship. Interesting flag. What flag is that? St. Kitts and Nevis. I also see the BBC Dakota coming in. So there's some stuff coming in from the coastline, so that's nice. We have the Twister, but I think that one is going to Vlissingen, yep. We have the Lady Ami coming. Small general cargo ship. We have the Argos M. Oh, a bulk carrier coming to Ghent. It's gonna be cool. See it turn. A bit further out we have the Navigator Europe. Or Europa. Europapa. And even further out, another one to Vlissingen. It's so quiet today. Crazy. Saga Crest also to Vlissingen. There was a Maersk that was gonna come in, but it might be too late. Oh, it's now getting a pilot. Well, maybe we'll catch it. The Maersk Benguela is coming in. You know it's gonna be a rusty one because the Maersk is in the front of the name. Hey Lunette, hey Jacob, good afternoon. And yeah, we have a new overlay. Well, it's the same system, but I redesigned it a bit. I wanted to make it look a little bit smoother. It is a bit bigger, so hopefully it's a bit more readable, especially on smaller screens. It should be a bit more readable. That looks like a dredge that is loading over into an inland ship. Oh, look at that. Look at the haze from the heat. Wow. Get a little preview for summer with that one. There is more new stuff and innovations coming for the overlay, but soon. Not yet. A little pleasure craft over there. Yeah. That was the Zeeburg, don't we just saw? Gotcha. Alright, let's see what else is parked on the other side. So we got a tanker over there. It's pretty empty, I would say. I think she's getting bunkered. Let's see if we can get her on the overlay. How was the traffic? So I usually come here through Axel. You'll probably know where that is, e.g. because there's an Albert Heijn store there where I always stop for some snacks and stuff. There it was very busy. There I lost like 10 minutes. But for the rest I didn't see anything from it. Okay, so that's the Orion. And it's going to Kiel. Oh no, it came from Kiel. Didn't update its AIS yet. Ooh, it's a Vietnam flag. That's different. Don't see those often, Vietnam ships. If I go further out, to the left, looks like we have some kind of offshore ship, or is that a heavy load ship? It's interesting. Are those two ships on top of each other? Is the Builder the blue one? Let me check the radar myself as well. I'm curious now. No, so Builder is the bulk carrier we're looking at on the right. What is on the left? Oh, that's a hopper dredger. Oh, that's a cool optical illusion. They're actually quite far apart on radar, if you look at it. And then if we go further to the left, we have the Velos Emerald. Another crude oil tanker even, that's parked over there. Looks like she's definitely loading and unloading. Was an insect in my hair. Apparently I'm attractive. Wait. Have those cranes always been there? The Herema cranes? Why am I just noticing the yellow? Wait, is that what? Is that like, what is that? That looks like one of those oil rigging things, but it's like tilted sideways. And the wind is really playing around. What the hell is that thing? I would argue that is like one of those oil rigging drilling things. Right? There's a bull carrier going behind there as well. There's so much action on the other side actually. There's probably then the Miraculis. Yeah, it looks like a massive tower for oil drilling, the yellow part. I've never noticed it before, so I assume it's something. I wasn't there yesterday. We came back from the theme park through the long tunnel under the river here. I didn't see that. Anything else interesting coming from the coastline? Not much action is there. I have to wait it out a little bit more for some more ships. Very quiet day today. Also, in the sluice, nothing. At least the weather is nice. Just checking, yeah, connection is fine on one sim. Is that the current taking the little ship with it? Look at that. Yeah, the little ship is just getting pushed around. Oh, one of the camper vans is leaving, by the looks of it. Looks windy there. It is quite windy today, Jagman. You are right about that. But it's a very warm wind, actually, which is nice. Oh, they threw out the anchor. Fishing time. See, if we would get a boat together, you and me, chat, we could do the same. We could anchor there and spot up close. Camper van is leaving. Bye. It was a Portuguese. Hey, Candace. Good afternoon. I didn't check up the canal to Ghent. Let's see if something's coming from over there, but I don't think so. Really? Oh, there's some. No, that's an inland ship. Wait, are we still zoomed in? Oh, we are. That's better. Breitling. So, when I looked to the pilot schedules this morning, between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. in the afternoon, I only saw 8 ships coming in and 9 going out. That's like in a time frame of 5 hours. There were only 9 out, 8 in scheduled. So that's a really, really quiet day on the river. But, wow, the wind is really picking up now. Should have parked differently, so we stood out of the wind. Even the inland ships is dead quiet. I don't see any. Oh, we got something. I'll have to do with a tugboat now. That one is probably on the way to go and pick up the one to Ghent, the bulk carrier. But it's still quite far out. But at least we got something. The VB. Is it the Emerald? Oh, no, I think it's the Emerald. Is it the Warrior? Yeah. Oh, it's the CMS Warrior, not the VB. Oh yeah, VB is the red chimneys. This is from the company Multratug. Nice chimneys on her though, looking good. Damn it, annoying camper vans. There we go. Dude, every single day that the weather is good, that Audi is always parked there with a ship spotter inside. I see him post his pictures in a Discord group, a Facebook group as well. Hey Monkey Bananas, good afternoon. Welcome to a quiet day on the river. Oh, I see the MSC in the distance now. She's finally inside now. Right, so there's something we can expect on this super quiet day. Look how much weight she creates, by the way. Look at all those waves behind her. For such a tiny ship, she creates a lot of ripples. It's almost like a wave you can surf on. That's all from this tiny, tiny boat. Yeah, look at that guy. Look at that guy's lens. Size matters. They are called funnels, not chimneys. Ah, that's true. Exhaust pipes. Could also say that. Woo! That's better. Don't have much news today to share with you guys, actually. The only update I can give you is on the big tunnel pieces that are gonna come over the river starting May 19th. They've started submerging them in the water. So they've built them and now they're they're flooding the whole build site with the tunnel pieces in there. And so the tunnel pieces are supposed to float on the river, the concrete tunnel pieces. So they will be floating by. And apparently even each tunnel piece has its own set of ballast tanks so they can control how deep it is in the water. Something I learned this week. So it's definitely going to be a sight to behold, the big concrete chunks being dragged along here. There's also a small chance that I might visit Rotterdam for 1 or 2 days next week, or next weekend at least. But I still have to look at hotel prices. Because I do want to stay there for at least a night then, if I go that far. But hotels might be too expensive. So we'll see. Tent? No. Oh, what is he doing? He's making a U-turn? Maybe doing just a little test ride? They could have taken us for this little test drive that they're doing. The thing is, it's a Belgian school holiday, and it's also a long weekend because oh, look at the waves. Because of Easter, so everybody is free on Monday, both in Belgium and the Netherlands. So it might be a super busy weekend to get a hotel, but we'll see. 24-hour stream. No. I'm too old for that silly stuff. That looks like she's just gonna come back in. Maybe he forgot something. He forgot his phone, he's coming back. Wow, it's really warm. I'm gonna have to put on my head actually, so I don't get a burn. Hang on. Let me grab my hat. Hat, where are you? There you are. That's better. Super nice of the CMS Warrior to come out so we have something to look at while the other ships are approaching. I do appreciate that effort. What is that? A red flag on there. It's like a UK symbol and then red. Is that the maritime flag of the UK? Oh yeah, it's sailing under the UK flag actually. It's interesting. If I'm not mistaken, Multitalk is a Dutch company, so interesting that they would use the UK flag. I guess it's more beneficial. It's not this one, everyone has over the 90s. Yeah, I know B6. So I'm considering going to Rotterdam next weekend. But hotel prices might be through the roof because of that long weekend. So I'll have to see if I can find something affordable. Yeah, I do like the exhaust pipes on this one. Makes it look like a muscle car. No, I never do dono goals B6. I don't like that. It's a personal choice of mine. For me, this is still a hobby and not my job or anything, so I don't need to beg for money. I wonder if they were doing like some kind of like test run. Testing out the engine. Also, I was looking for updates on the new sluice and how it's progressing. Nothing. Find nothing. Ooh. So still no updates on that one as well, because we've entered Q2 now for 2025. So this is no longer the first part of the year, I would argue. Yeah, I'm a little bit jealous of the people with their camper vans. I would like to have a camper van one day. Maybe it went out and it realized that the bulk carrier coming to Ghent was only at the entrance of the river. And they were like, yeah, let's head back for a bit. .430 horsepower this beast has. That's crazy. These things really are the muscle cars of the river or of the ports. You can see the wind sack over there. We're looking directly into the wind from here. It's more of like a southeastern wind today. Classic B6, classic. Alright, so if you're just tuning in, we're very quiet day on the river, which makes it very relaxing, you could argue. So we do have this Wagenborg ship, well, coming. Then another smaller general cargo ship. And then there she is, an MSC container ship. There's a river cruise on the way from Antwerp to Tunis. Ooh, that's always cool to catch. Let's see where it is. The Serenade 2. I've seen quite a few river cruises on the river actually recently. Let's see where she is. Wait, I might have to search for her. Serenade Zwei. Oh, she's blue. That's why I didn't see her. Usually the cruise ships are green on the vessel finder. Ooh. Well, if it makes good progress, we might be able to catch it. It's only going 7 knots though, so that might be another 2.5 hours until it's here. We'll see. That's a good catch. Who was it? Wurzbrot. Sehr gut. Sehr, damn it, gonna butcher German again. Sehr gut. Sehr gut. Sehr gut. I mean, in Dutch it's zeer goed. It's pretty similar. I assume the Wagenborg is going to be our first one. Yep. Let's go to the Wagenborg for a minute then. Oh, let me sit down a little bit. Dankeschön. Oh, I have to admit, after like, what's the word in English? Like walk very slow for 2 days in a theme park. My legs are kind of mostly stiff today, the day after. Yeah, very relaxing today. I don't have much else to say or to talk about. Does anybody in chat want to talk about strolling? Yeah, that's a good word, EG thing. Does anybody have a topic we should discuss? News? Live questions that you need answering from a random guy on the internet? Now's the time. When I was here last weekend, actually, when I drove home from the stream we did on the pier here on Sunday, it was, right? There were actually 2 river cruise ships docked here in Terneuzen port. It was pretty impressive to see. Like, they're very long, actually. For their very long but very like low. Why does cheese have holes in it? I'm sure you can Google that one, B6. That's not a live question. That's trivia. Mattis, good afternoon. I see you. By golly, that is a ship. Yeah, RPS. We have a more quiet day on the river today. But we do have 1 container ship coming, and then there's some more stuff coming from the coast. With some luck, we might be able to catch the Marsbenguela as a closer. And then we also have a river cruise on the way. So yeah, I'm just enjoying the good weather, honestly. So the Regeborg is on the way to, are we gonna pronounce that one? Oxellösund, Sweden. Came from Antwerp, general cargo ship. 169 meters long, 20 meters wide. She's currently another 5.8 meters under the water that we can't see, or in the water. Dutch flag, Dutch ship, look at that. And she was built in, I hear a motorboat, but I don't see it. Wait, why do I hear a motorboat? Huh. Yeah, maybe it's in the canal? And she was built in 2014, so she's 11 years old this year. You did a river cruise in the Netherlands last year, but bike and boat. What does that mean with bike? It's the Patriot, I think, that's heading out. Is that the Patriot? Yeah, that's the Patriot. Delivering some crews somewhere. Well, what is the bike thing, Worsbo? Do you then get off the ship sometimes and you go for a bike ride and it picks you up in a different spot? Or sounds intriguing. Oh, she's speeding up. Hear the engine revving. She's gonna take the narrow lane between the sandbanks to the other side. She often does that. The Patriot. Exactly like that. The bike's on board, you cycle, pick you. Or you can be lazy and stay on the boat. That's pretty neat. That's cool. Do you have any idea how prices for river cruises compare to like sea cruises? Is it equally expensive or less expensive or more expensive? I never looked into river cruises because it always seems like there's nothing to do on those ships themselves. The bot refused to acknowledge this boat. We've had the Patriot before. Is it not the Patriot? It is the Patriot. It's interesting. It's equally, okay. Okay. Does it work with the IMO toast? You can try with the IMO. Just out of curiosity and for science toast, one for science, try the IMO. No, it doesn't have one. That does make sense. The smaller ships don't have IMO. Huh. I didn't change anything in the fetching of it. Maybe I did actually. Maybe it's my fault. I have tweaked a little bit, yeah. So it could be my fault. I have to look into it. Just post the ship's number in the mod channel on Discord if you want. And I'll test it. Oh, there's another ship coming from the coast now. Cool. Which one might be here first? I think this ship. Already done. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Here you go. Looks like a general cargo ship with cranes on it. Wait, might actually be is it a container ship or a general cargo ship? General cargo ship, the Corsica, on the way to Emden. No, wait, she didn't update its AIS properly by the looks of it. According to AIS, it's on the way to Emden, and she came from Eemshaven. It has no length, no width. Huh. Maybe I've completely broken the the overlay. Damn it. That's what you get with new stuff. I'll look into it tonight. Get the bugs out. And you have a very similar ship behind her. 122 to 18. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you can test as much as you want, but it's an iffy system, the overlay thing, so there's always a small possibility of bugs. It's fine. A sip to drink. We got some iced tea today. Quite a few ship spoilers out today. Neat. Guy with 2 cameras. Stop making me jealous with your 2 cameras. 0 regular. Also looks like she's pulling a wheelie. Her front is a lot higher than her back. And her bulb is sticking out of the water completely. How old is she? Well, 2001, so she's 24 years old now. Yeah, she probably had dry dock at some point. Any beaches? There's beaches up the river towards the coastline for sure. we gotta, hang on. Got a little sailboat on the way here. We'll catch it in a little bit, but it's definitely leading with the wind. Wow. They're sailing. Stay on this one for now. Hey Pooper, good afternoon. Ships. Well, today it's more like ship, because there's not much ship. It's a very quiet day on the river for all of you who just joined. I was looking at the pilot schedule this morning and I saw between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. this afternoon, so that's a slot of 5 hours. We only had 8 ships in total coming in 5 hours. That's nothing. So it's just a very quiet day on the river today. Look at that bulb on the front. Very unique design as well. The police is here. Wonder if they're gonna harass everyone. Uh-oh. Nah. They can't do anything. We can all legally be here. Or they're gonna have a field day. I have a feeling they're gonna go and talk to the camper vans though. Oh yeah, they're driving straight up to the camper van people. I knew it was gonna happen. Alright, the action is picking up a bit. We really want a cup of coffee. I wonder if they're gonna write down all their info as well, just like they harassed me the other week. Did you print and laminate your permission slip? Yeah, just like all the other people here. Oh, they're already yeeted out. They probably were just like, yeah, you can't be here tonight. You know, we got the Wagenborg approaching as well, which is actually called the Regeborg, the ship. It is Wagenborg ship, but it's Regeborg. It looks like they're also just coming out for ship spotting, the cops. Look at that. They've parked up. Ship spotting time. Got a custom tee. Should I make merch for the spot? I liberated the spot. And they're off again, the cops. Oh, what a shot to Corsica. And the Regeborg. They're really talking to everybody now? Now they're talking to the guy over there. They're definitely patrolling. They're stopping at the other camper van now. I think that the thing is, it's the camper vans probably. It's a little choppy today, the river. Yeah, there's a little bit of... It actually moved, so... Earlier we had the separation from the river and the water from the canal a bit more in, but now it's there. You can clearly see the curve in there. And even the color difference you can see a little bit. So that's the water from the canal mixing with the water from the river. And they're off again. Patrol is done. Well, unless they come talk to me, they still have to drive by me again. You have to do some ship spotting this year as well. You miss the sea. Oh yeah. No, you're gone. Cops are gone. Boat. Slick boot. What's up? This one does work for the length, right? Yeah, 169, 20 meters wide. 2014 was the build year. A lot of action now happening. There's ships leaving the locks, or the sluices. You have the Regenborg here, but then you have another... Dude, this thing looks wide for some reason. The Saint-Tropez. Good choice, Toast. Good choice. Will the overlay work for this one? Hey Mohanme, good afternoon. Welcome to a very relaxing day by the river. Hey Hamhawk, good afternoon to you as well. Nope, not working. Okay, so there has to be a bug then for the smaller ships. Well, it is what it is. We'll fix that tonight. Don't worry. So they're still sailing, these guys. Look at that. Sigmo buddy, I don't speak Cyrillic, so we'll have to keep it to English or Dutch if you want my answer. Oh, they're making a turn or what? Yeah, it's U-turn time. Right in front of us. Nice. Oh, no, I think the wind is just messing with them. Where is the bridge I see on the map? What bridge do you see on the map? There's a big tunnel underneath here, Mattis. Maybe that's what you see. There's a 6.6 kilometer tunnel underneath the river. About just to the left of where I'm standing. The tunnel is. So that's probably what you saw. Right, then. You got the BBC, British Broadcast Company, or something else if you're familiar with the internet. Dakota. Another general cargo ship by the looks of it. The BBC Dakota, she came from Halden in Norway. General cargo ship, 138 meters long. How high up in Norway is Halden? I have no idea. 21 meters wide, built in 2008, which makes her, oh, I gotta do math again now. 17 years old this year? Yeah, 17. Big blue cargo ship, obviously, Andy, obviously. What else could it be? BBC. I thought it was gonna stand for... Yeah, never mind. In case you're wondering what those structures are, those are cranes. You can even see a little crane cabin there. So she can load and unload if the port doesn't have facilities to lift containers from a ship. We know we have another multi tug coming out as well. Oh shit. He was not happy. I hope the mic picked that one up. I think they honked at the sailboat actually for being too close. I think they honked at them. Oh my god, they're hanging really to the left now. You picked it up. There you go. Dude, are they in trouble? Are they in trouble? They're really leading right now. Moin, Fretenkieker. Moin, Ulrich. Hello. Guten Tag. Welcome. Welcome. Oh. Yes, that's sailing. That's intense. To me, that looks very intense. Especially if you do it on this river where the massive cargo ships are starting to honk at you. That's intense. Also, we missed a little, which one is that? Multitalk 7 going out. Again, look at the exhaust pipes on that thing. Looks so good. Apparently on Thursday there was one of these tugboats spraying like rainbowing water. "45 degrees where the fun starts." That's one way to look at it. Alright, don't go anywhere, guys. We finally have a container ship coming. First one of the day. She is over there. As you can see, a lot of stuff came out of the canal just now. Well, not stuff, ships. Which we have the wind blowing, Brazil is attacking hard and go. They are going, yeah, so the wind is coming from their right front now. Right front of them, so it's in a southeasterly wind. So yeah, as they are going directly east now, the wind is banging them from the south for sure. Yes, they weren't really spraying sand, but they were just spraying water, the tug. I saw some photos of it. Nice healing. To me that looks very intense, I'm not gonna lie. He just missed it. A big cargo ship honked at them for being too close. It's so nice and busy here now. It's so, I would almost call it cozy busy now. Alright, this is the MSC, I think it was the MSC Marta. So fun little story, I was driving back from the theme park yesterday, and we were taking a big highway along the other side of the canal, actually, all the way from Antwerp to here. And at some point I look to my left and I see a massive MSC ship sticking out from the distance. And again, I posted a picture of it in Discord. It gives some perspective on how massive these things are. Even this one, it's not like a super ultra large one, but it's still a big ship. So the Marta is 274 meters long, 40 meters wide. She's currently 14.5 meters in the water. So draft. Built in 2005, so she turns 20 this year, Marta. Sailing under the Panama flag, and she is on the way to Le Havre in France. Technically the sailboat has a right of way there since it's not being motor driven, really. It's interesting. I always think that the big cargo ships have a right of way. Okay, I'm gonna check the radar for a minute here. So I won't see chat as I only have one phone with me today. So now entering the river is the Minoa, so that one is going, where is that one going? Flushing, UK. That's probably Flushing here, so you won't see that one. The Navigator Europa is coming. Where's that Maersk that I would like to, where is the Maersk? Ooh, is it still that? Ooh, I don't think we'll catch the Maersk. Where is the Maersk? Oh, no. That's really far out, still the Maersk ship. I don't think we'll catch that one today, unfortunately. Let's see where the river cruise ship has moved to. Is that her? Hey. Come on, radar. Oh yeah, okay, she's at Walsoeren, so that's definitely an option. So in theory, the big ship should give way to the small sailboats, but in practice, that's not how it goes. Yeah, I can't imagine. Oh, it's such a nice day out, though. Oh, it's absolutely amazing, the weather. I really should, now that summer has arrived, or is about to arrive, I really need to put a camper chair in my car so I can sit while doing this. Mm-hmm. Oh, I haven't done it yet. If you're new to the channel, you like the relaxing atmosphere around ship spotting, or just interested in ship spotting, don't forget to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, or follow if you're watching on Twitch. It does help the channel grow. And of course, as always, if you want to go the extra mile, you can like the stream on YouTube, so other nautical or maritime enthusiasts can also find the stream. The hunk could have been the ship signaling they're about to pass the sailboat. Yeah, because just after it happened, the sailboat went all the way back to the middle of the river more, so I don't think there ever was really an issue, but that might have been the biggest ship we've seen hunk here so far. We also have a bulk carrier coming in, so I'll definitely wait for that one, for the bulk that is going to Ghent, and then we'll see what else we can catch today. As I said, the schedule was really thin today. 8 boats in between 10 and 3 p.m. 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. 9 boats out from Ghent and Antwerp. Oh, she's leaning a bit. Look, she's leaning into the wind. Wind is pushing her side by the looks of it. Yeah, she's not leaning, she's rolling a little bit. So for sure I wear a life jacket if I see the stream. MSC Martha. I don't think we've seen Martha before. Maybe a first. She can carry 5,600 20-foot containers. So that is the, there's a few smaller ones. So those smaller ones, it can carry up to 5,600. Hey Hans, welcome on the YouTube, just dropping a like. Thank you, buddy, appreciate that. The YouTube has been growing steadily. I think we're at somewhere above 600 subscribers now. The goal would still be to reach 1,000 by the end of the year, hopefully. So we'll see if that works or not. I'll be here all summer, don't worry. And as I said, I'm considering going to Rotterdam for 1 or 2 days, well, at least 2 days, next weekend somewhere. But as I said, we'll have to see hotel prices. Since it's a holiday weekend, it might not be a good idea. But then again, I feel like these days hotel prices are getting ridiculous. Where's the time that you could like sleep somewhere for 50 to 70 euros? I feel like those days are pre-COVID. The wind is really blasting now. Ugh. Chilly. Am I going to TwitchCon? I don't know, Mattis. I'm not saying no, but currently I have no plans on going. I've been there for the past few years, and to me it seems like almost everybody I really appreciate on Twitch is not going, so for me there's not much point in going anymore then. The whole thing about TwitchCon is hanging out with the people there and not really TwitchCon itself, because the Europe one is really small. So I don't know. I'm not saying no, but it's a very small chance that I will go. I'd rather spend that money than on a ship spotting trip to Rotterdam. An even smaller MSC has also just left Antwerp. Okay. Another ship hunk. Also, we do have a new overlay, as you can see. It's a bit bigger, a bit more readable, but for some reason it's not working yet for the smaller ships like this one, the Theodella. A nicely loaded crude oil tanker, gotcha. It seems like everyone I watch gets sick at the con. I think... Oh, what the frick? Is that supposed to happen, or... That doesn't say. I'm not sure if that's supposed to happen or not. It seems dangerous though. Huh. Keep an eye on it. I was saying about TwitchCon, yeah, I went to the Berlin one, didn't get sick. Then the next one was Amsterdam. Got really sick after Amsterdam. Well, not really sick, I was bad for like 3 days. But then after Paris and Rotterdam, I was fine, didn't get sick. So. Het afvakkelen happens a lot in Paris. Okay. Yeah, I know they usually do it like on the bigger towers. I've never seen it this low. So sometimes they're like venting through, like, I think it's that one actually. But I've never seen it happen this low to the ground. It's probably venting. You can see that there's like a clear pressure on the flame. But yeah, I've never seen it this low. Also, there's a very nasty smoke going out there. And it's very close to the walking path. Like, you can publicly walk there. It's really close. But it's probably fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's a big chemical plant. They know what they're doing. Famous last words before this thing explodes, but... Zoom in. If you want even more zoom? I mean, I'm already... I'll do the digital zoom then. Yeah, it's venting. You can see the vent going upwards. It's definitely venting. Interesting. Never seen it this low to the ground. Isn't venting to that? It's also for like overpressure, I think, venting. If there's too much pressure in the system, this is a way to get rid of the gas and burn it. Dankeschön. Hey Momo, good afternoon. Also Nangba, good afternoon. Most crude oil tankers are registered in Panama. I mean, a lot of ships are registered in Panama. Got some smaller stuff coming now, so you got a small ship over there, but I just noticed. Let's see, there you are. It's like a small little pleasure craft. Billy Cat, good afternoon. Big Barry, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to a peaceful day at the river, guys. There's not much action today. There's some traffic, so we have stuff to look at, but not the world's biggest container ship or anything expected today. Oh, the guy's taking off his shirt. Oh, he's literally taking off his shirt. Just keep your pants on. Oh, he's switching shirts. Okay, we're good. It looks like the fishing boat from Jaws. A little bit. It's true. There's definitely a lot of pleasure crafts on the river. There's even more coming out of the port now, I see. So you have that one that was anchored in the middle is coming in. Got a little tanker coming our way. Let's see those in a little bit. And we got 2 sailing boats motoring out as well. We're gonna need a bigger boat. My guy needs a 10, he was wider than the boat. Funny but true. The Sud-S is on the way to Kalmar in Sweden. Makes me think of calamari. Chemical oil tanker, 93 meters long, 14 meters wide. Built in 2009 and sailing under the Malta flag. Do I know all nerdy knots? No. Actually, I don't. My dad had like one of those frames, I think he still has it, like one of those frames in his living room where there's all kinds of boat knots in the frame, like miniature versions of it. I mean, you think of Kalmar? Does that still exist, B6? I think that's gone now, right? Didn't that go broke recently? Or was that, no, that was Lunch Garden. Hell yeah, Belgian company cars. Convertible company car, of course. Dude, it's super busy here, it's crazy. So many people. I remember standing here in winter all alone. So you got this little thing coming as well. The krabbe. Oh, they still exist. Okay. Your dad also has a frame thing with nuts. Should I get one? Because I'm a dad now. Oh no, I might need to get like a frame with rope nuts in it. Damn it. These guys are probably fishing by the looks of it. No, they even have a small boat. I just saw. Nice. Let's go back to the Sude. Also, I do see the bulk carrier that's coming to Ghent. She looks pretty deep, so she's pretty full, I think. Colmarda's takeaway. What the hell? Interesting. Do you then go in B6, you go to the buffet, and then you take a box with you and you can fill up your box, or how does that work? I just looked to my right and there was a guy just being there in the field. He didn't even care to go to a bush. Disgusting, my dude. Disgusting. It's called krabbe, which is German for Dutch. Yeah, it's the same in Dutch. If you did an end-to-end krabben, it would be multiple crabs. Looks like the visibility is improving actually. It's better than when we started. I was here yesterday because we stopped for some McDonald's and we ate it here on the spot yesterday evening. And the visibility was really poor. There was a lot of haze. The guy peeing winked at me. I didn't see that. He was too far out. I could probably did a good zoom on his wee-wee though with this camera, but then I would have been banned on both Twitch and YouTube probably. It also looks pretty close, but it's probably an optical illusion. Look, we're prepared platters. Now I'm hungry. Same. I do have some carrots with me, but then I'm like munching. I make munching noises. It's not good for the stream. Yeah, and we are still awaiting a river cruise ship as well. So I definitely still want to catch today the bulk carrier coming in and then the river cruise. I think that may be a good wrap-up point for today. Let me see where the river cruise is now. Or the Ami, yeah, I think I see her. Small little ship. We'll get to her once the Suda S has passed. Let's see, where's the Serenade now? Alright, she's about to take the corner at Walsorden. Just past Walsorden. There's a lot of little white butterflies here. As if the weather wasn't good enough to give you the spring feeling, we get some butterflies as well. Should look if I can catch one with the camera at some point. Even have the little umbrellas. More people with camp chairs arriving. Steven Seagull is missing. Let's see if there's any Stevens. No, I don't see a single one here. Maybe it's too warm for him. Although they mostly appear when it's low tide from what I've seen. So currently it's high tide, so yeah. Oh dude. Those people over there were like, yeah, let's get some fresh air, let's go for a walk. I think they're actually on little scooters or something. Yeah, they're on scooters. Let's get some fresh air. Alright, so then coming towards us, Lady Amy, or Ami. Coming towards us. Interesting little ship, haven't seen this this type of build before. It almost looks like she has like a movable bridge. I'm not sure though, I don't think it's movable. She's loaded down, yeah, she's definitely full. So she's on the way to Puurs. Wow, that's all the way up this river towards Antwerp. So where the river turns Schelde, she's gonna keep going up the river. General cargo ship, 88 meters, 13 meters wide. Dutch flag, built in 2015, so she's 10 years old this year. And she came from Waterford in Ireland. It's crazy to me to think that a little ship like this, well, it's not little, but still, crosses seas. But yeah, she's definitely fully loaded. And what's her draft? 5.1 meters. Nice. You didn't load him that much. I can't see a plimsoll line, so it's hard to determine. Maybe she is so deep that the plimsoll line has been submerged now. Definitely interesting to see how deep her bow is in the water. Let's see if we can catch that plimsoll line. It's gonna be too small, but there it is though. I think she's filled to the max. Yeah, there's the plimsoll line. She's maxed out. If you don't know what a plimsoll line is, it's basically a marking on the hull that will indicate how deep a ship can be in the water in certain conditions, like tropical climate, salt water, not salt water. There's one for winter marking as well, stuff like that. Oh, we do have a plimsoll command now. Nice. So catching another sailboat. Oh, I think that's the one that went out earlier that we saw. They have very small superstructure on her as well. There's not much room for activities on that ship. I assume the accommodations are going to be very, very basic. There's no way we can catch the river cruise from this far away, right? Will there? Let's see. So in the distance, in that corner, should be a river cruise ship that's coming towards us. I don't see it yet. No, this is all just a haze from the warm weather. There is a bulk carrier coming from the left, though, so we'll catch that one in a few minutes. Let's see where the Serenade. There she is. She's just rounding. What's her speed now? Is she picking up some speed now? Still 8 knots. Nothing in the locks. God, it's quiet today. All the pilots taking vacation. Guy parked next to me. Chip to the other side for a minute. We're still polluting. Look at that black smoke coming off it though. That's crazy. Oh, this Cielo has just oh, we missed it. They didn't have their sails out earlier. They raised the sails, but we missed it. That's unfortunate. Would have been cool to see. Looks like there's a big tanker coming as well. The orange thing in the distance. Or is that? Yeah, that one is not parked, right? No. Look at this. What's up, Paul? And I guess that's the Wagenborg we see in the distance as well. I know, the camper vans are playing copyrighted music. It's not really a program, Andy. That's actually secretly it's the moderators doing it. But if it's registered on a certain website, then yes, I can pick up some data. But a lot of these smaller pleasure crafts are not mandatory to have AIS. So, yeah. I'm having trouble with the roll fuck. I know nothing about sailing, Ulrich, but I believe you if you say so. You seem to be very knowledgeable. However, the overlay thing has been expanded though, and it is storing data now. Since last weekend, I'm keeping track of every ship that we've seen and all its characteristics. So we'll put that to good use in the very near future for the stream as well. It would be amazing if we could automate it. We could just zoom in on a ship and it would know what ship it is. Meanwhile, she's still behind the pier there. Our classic, a ship is hiding behind a pier. That one is coming into Ghent, so that's going to take a corner here right in front of us. So we'll have a nice look at her. Until then, we'll have to settle for a few sailboats. Wow, it's really warm now. There I thought you had a fancy tech recognition running. We like to joke that it's AI, but I wouldn't personally wouldn't know how to ride that. Use a drone. Little known fact, this river, mind you, the river that is a nature preserve, where the massive, this river, oh, dude, I was gonna make a whole speech and now I screwed it up. Okay, so basically this river is a nature reserve mind you, the river that these massive sailboats go, cargo boats go through. Can't speak today. Speaking is hard. So you cannot fly a drone above it. That's basically that's basically it. Because it's a nature reserve, you're not allowed to fly a drone over the river. That's what it is. Yeah, maybe EG. The thing is, you would need to have a proper API to like fetch certain ships on certain coordinates to do that, which is not something that I have. So yeah, the bulk that's coming in is the Argos M. She came from an anchor point, bulk carrier, 178.9 meters long, 28 meters wide. She's currently 7.3 meters in the water, so she's pretty deep. Currently sailing at 8 knots. And it's sailing under the Liberia flag, built in 2010, so that means she is 15 years old. It's crazy. I'm standing here, I'm so relaxed that my brain is slowing down, basically. It's nice, but... Oh yeah, good reminder, Stream Elements. If you're new to the channel and you like all the ship stuff or just the relaxing vibe of being by the water, don't forget to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. It's free, helps out the channel a lot. Follow, it's called a follow on Twitch. It's also free and also helps out the channel a lot. So, yeah. We are still expecting the bulk carrier here in a minute, appearing from behind the pier there. And then there's also a river cruise on the way, which I also expect to enter the canal here actually. If it's actually going to Terneuzen, it will go into the canal next to us. So it's always a cool sighting, a river cruise. Actually, I think in a few weeks from now, the first cruise ships are gonna come back to Antwerp. I should take a look. I mean, we have time, right? Yeah. Let me check when the first cruise ships are coming back to Antwerp. Like the sea cruises. Cruise Mapper. For that we use a website called Cruise Mapper. We go to ports. Belgium. Antwerp. Where's it? There's Antwerp, there's Antwerp. And we'll go to the problem is with Antwerp is that there's a lot of like river cruises there and they are also listed. Can I filter? Don't think I can. I might need some more. Wow, there's so many river cruises going to Antwerp. I have to check at home. But then we could finally catch our first proper cruise ship on the stream once the cruise ships are returning to Antwerp. Is there a river cruise ship? Yes. I know, Jacob. I'll definitely wait for that one if it's not gonna take forever to get here because it's only going 8 knots right now. But we'll see. Should be fine. for the fans. There he is. He's finally pleasing us with a visit. Steven the Seagull, or Steven Seagull. There he goes. He's just doing a flyby actually. He has no interest in staying here. He's out of here. Well, that was the cameo from Steven Seagull. Wonder how many tugboats will be around her. I'm assuming at least 2, maybe. She's not that fully loaded. If you look at her markings there, she can be deeper. So I'm gonna go for 2 tugboats instead of 3 then. Wow, it's super nice, the weather. So sad that tomorrow it's gonna be like 10 degrees colder than this. But we should be live tomorrow afternoon as well for a short stream as well. It does appear that we have just passed high tide because I can see the water flowing outwards again towards the sea. Using the AMS live bird names, I mean, Steven the Seagull is a very well-known seagull name. It's not really an AMS thing. I believe he also named his Coots, the AMS live guy. Hang on. Little intermediate thing. Let's see if we can catch. Is it there? No, wait. No, where is it? There he is. That is a butterfly right there. So now we're also bug spotting. We've already done truck spotting on the channel now, plane spotting, ship spotting. Did I miss something? How's the fire doing? Still going, still venting. Why are you not flying away? I'm standing ready to track it the moment it flies away, but I guess it's consuming that flower over there. Bird spotting, yes. Forgot about that one, Jacob. That was too obvious. Oh wow, look at that digital zoom. That is cool. You can see it eat. Definitely doing something. I love this camera. It's really neat. Well, mostly the lens actually. The camera's kinda eh. Can you go even closer? Because why not? Let it do the business of the flower, man. I wanted to fly away, but it won't. Shoo! Fly. Okay, we tried. Let's go back to the ships. Has appeared in all its glory. Ooh, I was about to say in all its glory, but this looks like we got another contender for Rusty Ship of the Month. Wow, she is in a rough state. That's for sure. I hope the Dandelion consented to this. Yeah, man, it's 2025. You need consent for everything. Which is a good and a bad thing, I guess. Did that. Am I seeing it correctly that the tugboat has attached backwards? Or like, yeah, it's going backwards now? It is. So I know the steering can like 360, I believe, in these ships, but it still looks funny to see a ship kind of go backwards in front of another ship. So if I at some point start making compilation videos of the coolest or the most interesting ships that we've spotted in the past few months, this one will definitely be in the most rusty ones compilation. That is one rusty ass ship. Hi. We've seen the tug going sideways, now we see one going backwards. Oh yeah, the last weekend, right? We saw the tug go sideways. It was last Saturday. Back the thing up. But man, she's rusty. I wonder where her last dry dock was. I'm not sure if Akandas is still here, but I am curious if you can or are able to see when the last dry dock was of this one. A Russian Shadow Fleet, this one? Nah, they don't come here. I don't expect Russian Shadow Fleets here. You know, you do see on the left there another ship approaching. It says, so Akandas Road, for the people on YouTube, the last dry dock according to the logs is last December. So the December last year. Not sure we all believe that, yeah. I don't think, there's no way, right? How could we possibly know a Shadow Fleet ship? It's going to and from Russia. Because that's how this Shadow Fleet works, right? It's used to secretly transfer. So what I've read from these Shadow Fleet ships is that they turn off their transponder even for a few days, and then suddenly they reappear. And in those days they just go into a Russian port and then do their thing and come back out. So I guess that's why they call it Shadow. Because it disappears into the shadows. But man, this thing is rusty. Wow. Also wonder what those structures are for on the deck. Because this is a bulk carrier, so it's carrying like raw materials, right? Like sand, dirt, coal. I would expect it to carry some kind of coal maybe. I'm not sure what those structures are for. Maybe to hold the cargo doors up, maybe? Not too sure about that. Maybe someone knows? It's really funny to see though. Yes, reverse, reverse. Alright, I'm going in. That's rusty. You posted Discord, a screenshot in Discord of everything wrong on that ship. Let me check it out in a minute. Oh, look at that Plebsa line. It's almost rusted away. God, this ship was in such a horrible state. This might be the biggest rust bucket we've seen, actually. Holy moly. Even looking at the cranes, just look at that. There's not a single spot on the ship that's not rusted. Oh, that white part. They painted some of the white things. So that's fresh. The superstructure is also looking okay. Well, not really. The chimney looks good. I hope they all got their tetanus shot, all these guys, because they might need it. Hey Silver Molly, good afternoon. Okay, let me open the Discord for a minute. Let's see. So it actually got detained in Trois-Rivières in Canada, the ship, in December last year. It was detained the 17th of December and released the 27th of December. And then Acondas posted a whole list of issues with the ballast water management system not properly maintained. Protection machine parts not as required. Garbage management plan not as required. Sewage treatment plant not as required. Electrical installations in general not as required. Oil filtering equipment not as required. The galley damaged. ISM, whatever that is, not as required. Auxiliary engine not as required. Alarms missing. Firefighting equipment and appliances not as required. Evaluation of crew performance, fire drills, lack of training on that one. Propulsion of the main engine not as required. Rudder angle indicator inoperative. Oh my God. Onboard program for prevention of occupational injuries and diseases not as required. Personal protective equipment missing. Oh my God. That is ridiculous. This thing is ready for the scrapyard. Oh, that's an amazing poster, Condos. I love that. That was so good. Are they throwing it to the scrapyard? There is a small scrapyard up the river, but maybe it's going there. Maybe it's his final journey, who knows? This might sink while we're watching at it. Yeah, apparently they fixed it all in 10 days, or maybe they were like, Canada was like, let's release this ship, then it's not our problem anymore. Wow, that is crazy. Now I'm gonna keep an eye on where it's going, actually. I'll look it up later tonight, see where it parked. ISM is International Safety Management Code. Okay, no lifeboat? Yeah, there's a lifeboat. But it's probably not as required, the lifeboat. And there's also the MOB, man overboard boat. But yeah, this is like one of those ships where you think, it's not all in good order. I follow one of the pilots of the river on Twitter, and he often talks about it like, you really do not want to know all the stuff that goes on some of these ships. Some are really good in order, but some are like tragically bad, and I think this is one of them. This is one of those cases. I guess if you get this ship as a pilot, you're like, oh, This is gonna be a nasty few hours on that thing. Did it say where exactly she's... Wait, I think I can see where she's going. Hang on. That is the... No, I can't. Dakota. There's the Maersk. Oh, I didn't post it in the Discord, this ship. Because when you see the pilot bookings, you can see where it's supposed to go in detail. That is not a road, my lady. That is not a road. Yeah, just go through the grass, because I don't know. Why is there a cable between it and the tug behind it? So Charles, how this works, so it's going to maneuver into a sluice up there. And these big ships are not really that maneuverable, especially in narrow spaces like a sluice. Hang on, let me stand on the other side of the camera so I can keep filming. So basically these tugboats will help it maneuver. So they will push, they will pull on the ropes to help it maneuver into the sluice. We'll keep an eye on it for a little bit because there's nothing else coming. So we got some time to observe it going into that lock over there. So you see that opening? That's where she has to fit in. That opening is 36 meters wide because the lock is 36 meters. The width of this ship is 28. Well, she has a lot of room actually. Wow, wind is blasting now. You also think of it this way. So if you're, oh God, I really need to do a better cable management job. Like this. To steer one of these big ships with the rudder in the back, that means the ship has to go forward at a certain speed, right? Because if it's not having any speed, the rudder can turn, but there will be no currents to like push it to a side because of the rudder. So especially when she has to go slow, maneuvering like this, she needs the tugboats around her for maneuvering. Some of them do have like side thrusters, but that's still very limited into what they're capable of doing. Is the new sluice wider? Yes, the new sluice I think is up to 42 meters or even 50 meters. I don't know exactly, but it's definitely a lot wider, it's deeper and it's longer toast. So yeah, it's bigger in every sense. It's going to Ghent. Yeah, but I was trying to hope to see Mattis what area of the port of Ghent. Because as I said, there's one small scrapyard, although I don't think they will scrap a ship over there. This size at least, so I think she's actually gonna go and pick up stuff or drop off stuff. Ship surveys are very thorough, and even on well-maintained ships the crew get nervous when the surveyors come. I can imagine. So now she's moving very, very slow, very, very carefully, moving into that sluice. And then because the canal is pretty narrow, the tugboats will remain attached to her all the way until she's moored somewhere in the port. Woo! I think I see one of the eco container feeder ships. We'll come back to this in a minute because yeah, this is going to go really, really slow. Let me turn around. Let me see if I see this correctly. One of my favorite types of ships that is coming, I think. Yep, it's one of those little new feeder container ships. Expensive escort, mandatory escort. You know, and it's paid by the ships. It's not a free service. Being imported and expensive things. So yeah, we're looking at the Echo Zephyr. Came from SBPSTN Steenbank, I think. So it came from an anchor point. And it's going to SBPSTN. No idea where that is. Probably somewhere in Antwerp. Built last year. So this is a new generation of smaller container ships that will like do ports in Europe and feed from the smaller ports to the bigger ports where the ultra large container ships then pick them up for the long distance trips. That's cool. It's a nice sketch. Public switch telephone ever? I don't think so. And then also we got a tanker. Judging by the orange superstructure, I'm gonna say it's a Stolt, or what is it? Stolt? Yeah, Stolt tanker ship. Oh no, it's the Navigator Europa. 159 meters long, 24 meters wide. Currently almost 9 meters in the water, nice and deep. Built in 2014, so she turns 11 this year. And it's a pretty orange ship. Both the hull and the superstructure are tinted in orange.
Die lei alles uit en we gaan het repareren.
In case you're wondering, yes, they're still venting over there. If you've just joined, there's a big chemical plant on our left here, and they've been venting for like the past hour, burning off stuff, polluting. Do do do. That's dark, Big Barry. That's really dark. I'm glad the wind is coming from the southeast, so the smoke is blown away from where we're standing. If it was coming from the west, that would have been really bad. But maybe they're not allowed to use that vent over there, unless the wind is coming from the south. So it blows directly over the river and not into people's faces or towards the village, the city behind me. It's actually officially a city. Looks like she's cleaning their anchor chain. She's leaking. Hey Tajama, good afternoon. Now the smoke is going to Holland. Yeah, it's like straight to Rotterdam from here. That's good. The Belgians thank you. Two people who are camping here are now underneath one of the vans working on the engine. Interesting. Meanwhile, the rust bucket is almost completely in the sluice. Yeah, and also there was a river cruise coming, so I should check if I can already catch it. I don't see it yet. Check on radar where it is. Would you rent a campsite for summer if it's a good spot? No. I'm not a camping kind of guy, to be honest. I just think that's my personal opinion on it. I think it's stupid that you have to pay for a patch of grass to stand on. It's just stupid. Just let people camp somewhere with a camper van. No, anyway, I was gonna check radar. Radar. Serenade, where are you? Oh, she's already. Wait. I should see her then. Right. After the Navigator Europe, I'm gonna see if we can catch the river cruise ship on the way here. She actually progressed pretty well. It's super busy here, so many cars. I'm not used to it yet. Is it picking up? I'm pretty sure it's picking up if you see how high it is in the water, although not sure actually. No, she's pretty well loaded actually. Yeah, she's delivering. Max rod is 9.4, yeah, so that means she's definitely loaded pretty well. Summer is there, yeah, but tomorrow it's gonna be 10 degrees colder, Tajam. It's gonna be really cold tomorrow, actually. But yeah, I can't complain about the weather. All right, let's see if we can catch the river cruise ship already. Let's see. There she is, yes. Yeah, there's the river cruise coming towards us. It's actually not a white boat, it's like a Bordeaux color, like a wine color. And that one is coming all the way here to where we're standing. If not, we are going upwards from your 11 today. Yeah, it's 23 degrees here today. It's super, super nice, the weather. Meanwhile, for those of you who were here for the rust bucket, she is about fully in now, so they maneuvered her in. Monrovia, another Liberian ship. Look at that water spraying out of that hole. I'm still not 100% certain what it is they're doing with that water flowing out. Is it they're bossing the anchor chain, or we've seen it on ships regularly? I think it's the heat exchanger. Emptying the bulge ballast? No, I don't think it's emptying the ballast tanks. I don't think that happens through the anchor hole. I'm pretty sure that doesn't happen through that. The ballast tanks are cycled underwater. Real quick. So they're literally like laying underneath the fan there, trying to fix it. So that's something interesting. I just realized there's a massive poop underneath the tripod. Luckily I haven't stepped in it yet. I think, yeah, no, shoes are clean. God damn it, clean up your dog shit, lazy bums. And that's another, that looks like an even smaller sea container ship. One of the small ones. That's the Abigail F. We've seen Abigail F before. I guess she's like a feeder ship for MSC in Europe. So she is on the way to Felixstowe in the UK. Container ship, 147 meters long, 23 meters wide. I will catch her in a little bit. They are either cleaning the anchor, yeah, that's what I was thinking, anchor chain. It is also, or it is also connected to the fire system in the pumps. Yeah, we see it regularly that one of the ships is just like leaking from its anchor, and they're not always coming from an anchor point, so the anchor has not been used, so there has to be multiple reasons why they do it. The way is to keep the anchor chain cool and dust, so that the anchor is ready to blow in a moment's notice, really. But isn't the whole anchor chain like rolled up? Maybe there's a multitude of reasons why they do it. Meanwhile, one of my one of the more interesting ships to me is approaching. So it's one of those little feeder ships, and I just love the design where the superstructure, the wheelhouse and the bridge and everything is in front of the container ship, and all the containers are behind it. So they can stack higher than the bridge, basically. This is the small eco version of it, but Maersk has a new generation of container ships. We've seen 1 or 2 of them before. They don't come here regularly though, the newer ones from Maersk. The bigger version of this, which is like 300 something meters. They look really, really good. The Echo Zephyr. Another regular, the Zephyr. We've seen that one before. Maybe they just do it to look cool. There you go. So built last year, so just a year or under a year old now, this ship. 148 meters long, 27 meters wide. And she has a French flag. And yeah, she has a greener ship because I believe it's, what is it, LNG she's using. I think she's dual fueled. Or is it ethanol? No, I think it's hang on, what the hell is... What is that? Oh, there's a... Oh man, there's a heavy load ship going out with the whole platform on it. No. We should have gone to Flushing. Damn it. Okay, I'll film it once the Zephyr has passed. What ship is that on? Let's go to the radar. So she's leaving Flushing. So that has to be the green one then. Or it's just a platform by itself then, being tugged along. Or is that the Seaway Ventus? It's the Seaway Ventus, an offshore support vessel. Wow. Hang on, let me tighten everything. This is super blurry, but wow. That is a massive ship. That is cool. Where's she going? Underweight goes to Esbjerg in Denmark. That's cool. The Echo Zephyr is in charter for, it's for ONE they're working for. The rotation is Antwerp, Rotterdam, Helsinki, Kotka, Rotterdam, Antwerp. There you go. Thank you, C, for that info. That's cool to know. That's why I've seen her before, the Zephyr. Oh, it's really windy, but I'm super sad we didn't go. If I had known this was gonna go out, I would have gone to Vlissingen to catch it. That's a really unique ship right there. So that has like these big legs that will like stand down, so she can basically stand up in the water and do some offshore work. Oh, that's really cool. Look at that massive crane on it as well. Wow. Oh, there's gonna be people who have photos of that one. It's gonna make me jealous. All right, let's go back to the Echo then, unfortunately. See, there's always something on the river, but you're not always on the right spot to see it or to catch it. That one did not show up on the pilot schedules, I think. Seaway Ventus. Damn. Yeah, very good looking ship. Also look at the bow design on this one. It's so sharp. It's almost like a knife. You can definitely see that she's working for ONE, as C said on YouTube. There's a lot of pink ONE containers on her. So she has a capacity of 950 containers. Not that much. 20-foot containers, that is. But then again, she's feeding around, so she doesn't need to have huge capacities. Also very good looking paint job on her. I love the shades of green. Yo. They can just come to Terneuzen and then back. That would also be good enough. We're not at Walsorden today. I just realized that is a long ass ship that's right there. It looked like very long suddenly. Anyway, focus back. It would be nice to have at some point have one of the bigger ones, the bigger versions of these from Maersk going back to Antwerp. The modern bows go through the waves, not over. Yeah. I mean, you can clearly see it's almost like a knife, right? To slice through it. And then you see by the side of the ship, there's almost no waves forming, right? It's very stable, the water. And then if you go to the back and you look behind her, there's almost nothing. There's almost no wake, no disturbance. So, such a good looking ship. Express feeders. Ooh, there's a little bit of paint chopping off there. Definitely had a few bumps since we last saw her. I like the forward wheel house. Yeah, exactly. That's why I like this design. It looks very slick. And if you see this on the big Maersks, it looks even cooler because it's so much larger. SB, I knew it was Steenbank. I was already thinking that. So they didn't update their AIS, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to the container dock in Antwerp. The Deurgang dock probably. Or maybe the other one. There's another one as well. No, the ONEs do the other one. So. Hey, Ozhogs. Good morning. Such a good looking ship though. I'll really like this one. Marseille. Good afternoon. No, it's fine. It's always good morning somewhere in the world. And good afternoon and good evening and good night. Alright, so we're still awaiting an inland cruise ship that was coming our way. And that might be the closure for today. Let's see if we can... It's getting closer. I see it on my naked eye already. I do hope the cruise ship is gonna go into the lock here and not the smaller lock. I guess it might fit in both, so it might actually go in the smaller one, but we'll see. It's morning for you. Yeah, you're US based, right? So, wait, what is happening there? Are people setting up a tent? They're gonna get yeeted out by the cops. Ever since the spot has opened, shit has gone south here. So we have now a whole campground there, and those people are setting up a tent. We earlier had the cops telling everybody to not stay here overnight. And then we have those people who are just like setting up a whole campsite there. So they're gonna be yeeted out, I think, at some point. Not an official campground. You started your daily prowse today. So on cycling in Norway, I saw. Still don't think I'm going to TwitchCon this year, but never say never. Look how little wake this creates. There's like a tiny wave that follows the back of the ship. Really cool. So the cruise ship is approaching. There she is. Nice little river cruise coming towards us. The vessels with the wheelhouse in the front, in German you call it duck catcher? What's the reason behind that? The ducks fly against it, or the duck catcher, the German duck catcher, or it's just the German word for this. It translates to duck catcher. Cool. Wow, the wind suddenly picks up. I'm holding my camera so it doesn't blow over. Wow, what the hell? Where's this wind coming from? Holy moly. Just as these people are setting up their tent. It's like the universe telling them, this is a bad idea to put up your tent right now. Bad idea. But I swear to God, it's people like them that are gonna get cars banned in this spot eventually, because they're gonna be camper people here all the time now. Police will have to yeet them away, and they'll be like, oh, we don't want to deal with this anymore, we'll just close off the spot for cars. Oh, damn it. I know, I'm complaining a lot. Complain day. Alright, so let's wait a bit for the river cruise to come closer. Then we'll see if it goes into the big lock or the smaller lock. There's 3 locks or sluices. I keep saying locks today. There's 3 sluices here today. I think I'm just tired from the past 2 days. Anyway, there's 3 sluices here. A smaller one that's only for inland vessels. And then there's the old one where we just saw the rust bucket go in. And there's a brand new one that's officially opened in October last year, but it's still not in use. Because they're still not ready with it by the looks of it. They were supposed to test ships coming in starting Q1 this year, but yeah, that hasn't happened yet. And then they say the Dutch complain. I have my days where I complain a lot. This river cruise will be our closer of today though. A bit of a more quiet day on the river, which is also fine. And then I do think we can be back tomorrow afternoon. It should rain tonight and tomorrow morning, so I don't know why these people are setting up a tent either. Oh wow, that fan does not sound in a healthy condition.
Ja, maar vroeger even als ze de polder naar het perkpolder om naar de boot te halen. Oh ja.
The Abigail F has many other names before. Wow, that's a lot of names. Yeah, maybe they're almost side by side now. We had the Abigail on the overlay already, right? Oh, there she is. Built in 2006, so she's not that old. She's 19 years old, the container ship, and she's on the way to Felixstowe. It's a nice side-by-side shot. River cruise on the left, container ship on the right. Hey, busy, still streaming. We've only been live for 2.5-ish hours. Well, oh no, I'm afraid the river cruise is probably gonna go to the smaller lock. That's unfortunate. Nah, it is what it is. we'll catch it from here then. So you missed it. Well, we're about to wrap up though. The river cruise will be our closing ship for today. It's been a relaxing day by the river. Weather has been amazing, but not a lot of ships, which I expected. For those of you who missed it in the beginning, I looked at the schedules this morning, and between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. this afternoon, so that's a 5-hour window, we only had 8 ships coming in and 9 ships going out, which is not a lot for the river. It was a very thin schedule, and even the rest of the day is pretty tame for scheduling. We're getting a Minecraft menu? You mean from McDonald's? I got one yesterday, buddy. It's literally just a box. It's just a Happy Meal for adults with a little toy in it. There's nothing special about it. Get more. I gave the skin, there's also Minecraft skins in them. So in the Netherlands apparently you have McDonald's meals now for the Minecraft movie, and you get a Minecraft toy. So it's for adults. It's a menu for adults because it's like a Big Mac and everything. And fries. And you get a Minecraft toy and a code for a skin. So I gave that to the kid. At least today we saw a bulker that had no business in being afloat. Yeah, that's true. You can only get it via the app. Oh, I just went inside and I ordered one. I'll probably order another one next week, because then maybe there's another skin and figure inside, just for the kid. But next week I might go to Rotterdam. I talked about it earlier. I'll have to check hotel prices, but I'm considering doing a 1 or 2 day trip to Rotterdam to do some ship spotting there. A little change of scenery, some other ships that we don't get here. It would be cool to catch like the ferries coming in or going out. Yeah, the river cruise is definitely gonna go into the smaller lock there. You can't put it on, it has no IMO. That's fine, Toast. I'll look into what's wrong with the smaller ships overlay thingy. I'll probably get it fixed by tomorrow. If I had known we were going to get a river cruise, I might have stood on the pier over there in the distance to get a good shot up close. I think those people that are setting up a tent have never in their life set up a tent. They haven't progressed even the tiniest bit. I'll just show you in the corner there, it's still laying down. Alright, there she comes. This is a small river cruise though, that's about a really small one actually. There's a few of them that are like double the length. You're going to the North Sea next week? You mean in Germany? Or here? You're coming to the Netherlands, Bezzy? Can we go on a river cruise? No. Oh, in Germany. Why not drive all the way out here, Bezzy? We can ship spot together, then I will go to Rotterdam. The Viking river cruise ships are really long. Yeah, there's a few. Antwerp gets a lot of these river cruises. Some of them are like, it looks really weird because they're so narrow and small. It almost looks like they're gonna break in two at any point because there's like a very long stick that's about to bend. The Serenade too. Definitely people on board. probably the restaurant and dining area in the front, and then all cabins in the back. See, that's why, to me personally, river cruises they don't speak to me, because there's nothing on board, right? There's just rooms, and then a bar and a diner, and that's it. It's really not for me. She's going in. If I want in Germany, gotcha. Are you going to Rotterdam this year, Bezzy, or no? I'm assuming not. Since nobody is going to this year. Oh, wind is blowing my... She's 110 meters long, 13 meters wide. There you go. Imagine if you have a room at the bottom there. What a sad room. You can just barely look on the water. Is that a Transfenica ship? Yeah, that is a Transfenica ship. I'm not gonna wait for it. It's still so far out. And there's not much else on. Nah, I'm not gonna wait for it. They are for older folk? Yeah, probably. The Abigail is on a port to Antwerp, Felix, so also Larvikers and Antwerp. There you go. You think it's the best one to have, watching through a window to the water level? Yeah, but you don't see anything on the sides. You have to like look up to see a building that you're going past. All right. As the Abigail sails away from us, I'm gonna try and see if the thingy is fixed. Let's see. Hang on, give me a minute. I'm gonna check if something's fixed or not. I think it might work. Okay, we'll see if it works or not. So I'm gonna do this. So let's check. Are you guys hearing any music? I don't know if it's working or not. I can't see. Oh God. All right, guys, I'm wrapping up. Thanks for today. Thank you for all for joining me again. If you haven't followed yet and you want to see more, don't forget to follow. We stream 3 times a week, or almost 3 times a week. We'll be back tomorrow with more shippies, maybe some bigger ones tomorrow. Don't know what's the plan, we'll see. Yeah, that's it from me. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.